Today on the spot, we got double DLC updates of what's new this week on Wii and Xbox Live. Sean McGinnis demos Battlefield Bad Company 2, and we take a world-exclusive look at 9 new characters in Super Street Fighter 4. Today on the spot.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Today on the Spot. I'm Brian Eckberg, joined in the co-host chair by Giancarlo Veronini. Giancarlo, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to have you back here. You were here for X10. You saw some Halo Reach. Now you're back all rested and recovered after the long weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting last week. Got to see a lot of really cool stuff, but yeah, I'm ready to get back into the normal flow of stuff.
Normal flow of stuff means no show on Tuesday, of course, but we're here on Thursday for another episode of Today on the Spot. As you saw at the top, we've got a lot of stuff to get to, but first, let's kick it off with the news. Hey, news guys, what's happening?
Hello everyone, this is your GameSpot news update for Thursday, February 18. I'm Tom Magrino. There are probably those among you that never actually stopped playing Civilization 4. It's understandable really, and I'm not entirely sure how you'll take this first bit of news, but another Civilization is coming. 2K announced today that Sid Meier's highly addictive turn-based strategy game will return this fall with Civilization 5 for the PC. The game will feature a new game engine and combat system, and will also introduce a hexagon playfield. For those wondering about that chorus of joy emanating out of South Korea on Wednesday, Blizzard announced that it has officially begun inviting thousands of gamers around the world into the StarCraft II multiplayer closed beta. The sci-fi RTS franchise, which has lain dormant since 1998, remains slated to launch sometime during the first half of 2010. Microsoft's Live Anywhere initiative will soon be getting a little more anywhere-er. At the Mobile World Congress event in Barcelona this week, Microsoft announced Xbox Live support for the Windows Phone 7 Series OS. When mobile devices bearing the new operating system become available this fall, Xbox Live users will be able to view their gamer scores, avatars, and friends lists from the convenience of their own phones. Microsoft also said that Xbox Live-enabled devices will support achievements and multiplayer gameplay, letting Windows Phone 7, Xbox 360, and PC users compete against each other. With the DICE Summit descending upon Las Vegas this week, Nathan Drake will be aiming to roll, 15s. Naughty Dog's nearly 3 million units selling Uncharted 2 is up for 15 nominations in 14 categories at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences 13th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards, and that's 2 in the voice acting category for those counting. In addition to the awards show, which comedian Jay Moore will be emceeing tonight, one other headliner to watch out for at the industry hobnobbing event will be a keynote address from Activision boss Bobby Kotick. And considering the rate at which Activision was laying folks off last week, that may be a literal warning for some of you. All right, that does it for today. For more news headlines, head on over to news.gamespot.com.
All right, thanks for that, guys. Now let's find out what's happening on the Wii Shop channel. Among other things, we've got Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, but that's not all. So let's get you guys caught up with everything that's happening on the Wii Shop channel this week.
This week on Wii Shop channel. On WiiWare, Capcom is bringing us the second game in the Phoenix Wright series, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Play through 4 cases where you'll have to survey crime scenes, interview witnesses, and gather evidence. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All is available for 1,000 Wii points. Next up, practice your stacking abilities in Art of Balance. This physics-based puzzler will have you stacking different shapes and trying not to let the pile tip. Featuring 100 levels and supporting 2 players in co-op and versus mode, Art of Balance is available for 800 Wii points. Last up for WiiWare is Warman Tactics for 800 Wii points. In this near-future shooter, you'll be taking on the role of Marco, a soldier that is part of a resistance group fighting against the newly formed world military. Take cover behind obstacles as you fight your way through the urban war zone. Moving on to DSiWare, get ready for puzzles in Spaceball Revolution. Copy the figures that appear on the top screen by making boxes on the bottom change color. There's also different obstacles that will be thrown in your path, so aim carefully. Spaceball Revolution is available for 500 DSi points. If that's too much thinking, then try to see what life is like for Sam the Prehistoric Man. When greedy dinosaurs eat his village's winter food supply, Sam gets mad and takes to problem solving with a club. Smash your way through 22 levels of food gathering and dinosaur bashing. Prehistoric Man is available for 800 DSi points. And finally, on Virtual Console there's the Sega classic Sonic & Knuckles. The world's fastest hedgehog joins up with his former enemy in order to defeat the evil Dr. Eggman. And if you prefer echidnas to hedgehogs, this game will also allow you to play as Knuckles in other Sonic games you might have in your Virtual Console library. Sonic & Knuckles is available for 800 Wii points. That's it for this week. Check back next week as we bring you the latest this week on Wii Shop Channel.
All right, well, that's everything that's happening on the Wii this week. Giancarlo, you played the original Battlefield Bad Company, and I think you've played a little bit of the sequel, right?
Yeah, actually I got to play a build a few months ago, and it's everything you like about the original Battlefield is here. All the explosions, the guns, you know, the huge environments. It's a lot of fun.
All the important aspects are there, and our man Sean McInnes has been following the game very closely, and he's here to give you a daily demo of Battlefield Bad Company 2. Check it out.
Hey everyone, welcome to our daily demo. I'm joined by Sean McInnes, who's going to let us take a look at Battlefield Bad Company 2. And can you give us a little bit of the setup? You're in a map in Russia?
Yeah, so we're in this snowy outdoor environment in Russia. We're trying to chase down this weapon for the military. And basically there are some dudes in our way who don't want us to do that, and I'm about to shoot them all.
All right, well, let's take a look and let's take care of business.
Let's do this. So Bad Company was a game that had like two real important things working in its favor. One was a really great sense of humor, and the other was a really cool destruction engine. The destruction engine, as you can tell right there, I just demolished the side of launched my grenade into a window. Booyah! You can did I really just say booyah?
You did say booyah.
So yeah, you can tell the destruction is back. It's better too because it's more advanced. You can wipe down entire buildings. Because in the first game you pretty much always had a building frame left, and you can sort of like chip away at cover as well. So it's improved on like a smaller and larger scale. And right now I'm trying to take out that Jeep over there. Nice. Looks like I took care of those guys. So here, this is the second level of the game. Like we said, we're in this snowy Russian environment. And yeah, we're pretty much just trying to move through the city. The original Battlefield Bad Company the levels were very sort of sandboxy. Most of the missions were basically you're in a town or a military outpost in the middle of like a big open field, and you could just take your vehicles, take your 4 squad mates and or your 3 squad mates, and pretty much just approach it however you wanted to. Bad Company 2, it's a little bit more, I don't want to say linear, but it's a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more streamlined, but the levels are really cool. They're very distinct too. Like some of the other ones I've played are in like a Bolivian rainforest, and you're going through like these logging camps and stuff, and the sense of scale of these environments, like you can see this giant mountain off in the distance.
That's a nice looking mountain.
That is a damned fine mountain. I'm gonna have to nominate that for one of the top 5 mountains of the year. But yeah, like the sense of scale is really nice, and you can tell the destruction is back. And so the other big part was of the first Bad Company was the sense of humor.
Right.
It's a little bit more subtle this time. You're not going to find like gag after gag in all the cutscenes, but there's still a lot of banter during the mission. So at one point when you're in like, you know, a Bolivian jungle, you'll start hearing your teammates talk about their favorite kill from the Predator movies.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So what is your objective here? You're trying to get towards a tank that's somewhere in this town?
Yeah. Well, I'm about to encounter a tank, but right now we're trying to make our way through this area, and the plot is it centers around this mysterious weapon that you guys are trying to find, and yeah, the plot itself is fairly straightforward, you know, not too out of the ordinary military storytelling, but the characters in the game are really well done. You and your squad mates always have a whole lot of fun banter going on. The health system in the first game, you always carried around this needle with you, and you could always just like stick it into your chest, right, to recharge your health. Now it's a regenerating health system, so you don't need to jam yourself with a miraculous health needle every time you're dying. But the health doesn't recharge quite as quickly as most shooters with a regenerating health system have. So you definitely have to take care of yourself.
Well, and I imagine too, now that your cover can also basically get blown away.
Oh yeah,
you can't just hang out in one spot while you're recharging your health.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the improvements to the cover system is that you can hang out behind little objects like this, and it'll actually like chip away at the cover. You can see here, it doesn't have to take away this entire bench. You can take away like small chunks of it, and I'll try to take that guy's face off with my knife. Ooh, sorry buddy. All right, so I managed to hold out here in this house by some small miracle, and I unlocked the binoculars that I'm going to use to destroy this tank over here before it kills me. And so my buddies in these jets are going to pass overhead really quickly while I cower like a little baby behind this corner and wait for the magic to happen. You can see jets are coming in, and a booyah. Wow. I said it again. I said booyah again. I promised myself I wouldn't do that.
It's quite all right. Well, we got lots of explosions, we got lots of bullets, we got lots of destruction.
Yeah.
Battlefield Bad Company 2 coming out for the 360, PS3, and PC. And when's the release date?
The release date is March 2nd, right around the corner.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. That's it for our daily demo. Back to you guys in the studio. That was your daily demo for Battlefield Bad Company 2. Next up, we have Resident Evil 5, Sonic All-Star Racing, and Darwinia Plus, all on Xbox Live this week.
This week on Xbox Live, we experience the misadventures of PB Winterbottom, clean up Africa's zombie infestation, and go fishing for some indie games. First up, for those that missed last week's episode, we find Darwinia Plus coming to the live arcade. The world of the peaceful Darwinians have been decimated by an evil virus, and without your help, they have no hope of survival. Play the full campaign or take control of the Multi-Winian army and challenge your friends to some digital carnage. Grab Darwinia Plus for 1,200 Microsoft points. In the misadventures of PB Winterbottom, you've swiped the Chronoberry Pie and learned how to record and replay your actions. Use your new abilities to solve puzzles and get more and more pie. With over 75 unique puzzles to solve, PB Winterbottom will run you 800 Microsoft points. Looking over to the games in demand, we follow the T-Virus to Africa in Resident Evil 5. You play as Chris Redfield, former STARS Alpha Team member who is helping rid the world of the evil creations of the Umbrella Corporation. Play by yourself or in 2-player split screen. Pick up Resident Evil 5 for $29.99. The King of all Cosmos returns in beautiful Katamari, and he needs your expert skills to roll up everyday items into larger and larger Katamaris. These Katamaris will promptly be turned into different celestial bodies and repair the universe. Help the King rebuild existence for $19.99.
Guard, every indie game's in sight, matey.
Marauder Madness puts you in the role of a pirate ship looting all the merchant ships in the area. Play alone in 21 campaign levels or against up to 3 players in local match. Marauder Madness can be yours for the price of 240 Microsoft points. Next up is Asylum. Use all the different kind of monsters to overcome the tower defense and escape the asylum. This tower defense game in reverse is yours for 80 Microsoft points. Slip under the waves in a Crayola sea and discover fish listening to radio. Designed to resemble a picture you may have drawn as a child, you play as a fish grabbing worms off hooks before it can pull you up. Don't get hooked and don't let them take the radio or everyone loses. Fish listening to radio is 80 Microsoft points. In the game add-ons, we have the first installment of the new DLC for Resident Evil 5, Lost in Nightmares. Chris Redfield relives his mission where he lost his partner Jill. This package also allows you to unlock 2 new characters in the all-new Mercenaries Reunion. Play as one of the unsung heroes of the original Resident Evil. Pick up this add-on for 400 Microsoft points. The Need for Speed Shift Ferrari Racing Series add-on brings us the long-awaited return of the legendary Ferrari Marquis into a Need for Speed game. With some of the most celebrated Ferraris of all time making an appearance, such as the FXX, F50, F430, GTC, California, and new events designed exclusively for the Ferraris to participate in, 800 Microsoft points will feel like Grand Theft Auto. And coming to Rock Band is the Otis Redding Pack 1, which includes classics like Love Man, I've Got Dreams to Remember, and Dock of the Bay. Finally, in the game's video department, we find the tutorial trailer for the Battlefield Bad Company 2 demo, the announcement trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Dragon Age Origins Awakening, and Red Dead Redemption's The Law trailer. That does it for this week. Check Xbox.com and GameSpot.com for more updates, and be sure to tune in next Thursday for another This Week on Xbox Live.
Now it's time to take our exclusive look at some of the new characters that will be appearing in Super Street Fighter 4.
Fighters ready. Go!
Ibuki on the scene!
Well then, let's begin.
Get on the dance floor. Get on the dance floor. Get on the dance floor. Boogie with the groove in you.
Power of Bushiru shall be my quill.
Let's see if we can't do something about my boy.
I'll show you just how strong I am!
It's showtime!
Fighting with conviction leads to victory!
Back for another beating, officer?
Looks like it's time to oil up.
All right, we're coming to the end of the show, but we still have stuff to catch up on. All this week, we've got DICE in Las Vegas. We've got editors there, checking out the panels, talking to developers, interviews, news, blogs, all that stuff coming all this week. And, of course, GDC is coming up, Giancarlo.
Yeah, and it just seems to get bigger and bigger every year. There should be a lot of really great stuff coming out of the show.
A lot of really great stuff, and it's right here in San Francisco, so we're going to be heading over there in just a few weeks. Every day is seeing as much as we possibly can. And, of course, we've got another episode of Today on the Spot this coming Saturday. So until then, I'm Brian Eckberg, he's Giancarlo Veronini, and we will see you on Saturday.
Hey everyone, welcome to our daily demo. I am joined here by Sean McInnes, who's going to help us take a look at Battlefield. I'm not going to start that.
All right, thanks for that, guys. Now it's time to find out what's happening on the Wii this week. Of course, we've got Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, attorney, lawyering, jurisprudence. Let's take it from the top.
Now it's time to take a RX.
Tune in Saturday when we bring you a look at the new Borderlands DLC, take a look at what's new this week on PSN, and go on location at DICE in Las Vegas.